Hi traders, and welcome to the daily recap show for the US session for yesterday, which was Tuesday the 17th of May. So we said that the S&P was approaching a key area in the market and it needed to gain acceptance above the 4072 to 4087, which was resistance, to see moves towards stronger resistance at 4123 to 4133. We then said we need to see a sustained break back below 3955.65 support before we could see moves lower. So let's go and have a look at the S&P yesterday. Okay, so pretty straightforward session yesterday. We came up on the once we opened, we came down and we tested this zone of support here. There was a liquidity grab at this zone of support here, but this is not something from a pattern recognition point of view. Again, it's okay. We talk about this quite a lot. The pattern recognition skills are good, but you need to tie it in with the higher time frame context really look for trade location. So we got the move up. We did have a reversal pattern here, which you would have got managed to have made risk-free, but you wouldn't have got down here. This would have been a break-even trade. However, what I was really looking for was something to take out one of these levels here and then reverse. So a bit of a deeper pullback into that resistance zone. And we actually got that here. This was a really, really nice textbook trade. We not only took out that level briefly, we got that liquidity grab at that level, we also got the liquidity grab from the previous highs in the cash session and then put in this really strong sell candle, and that was the trade of the day to see that move back down into the next zone below. So a really nice trade there. We then did come up and we've sort of came and retested this zone again, just took out those that little area there, but by this point we're coming towards the end of the session, so wasn't really looking to trade. But that there was the trade of the day. As I say, there was options here and here, but neither of those trades I would have taken for the reasons that I suggested, but this one here was a really, really nice trade. So with that being said, now let's move on to the Dow Jones. Hi traders, so let's look at the Dow Jones. So we said initial resistance was at 32,700 to 32,755. However, if we gain acceptance above there, we also had strong resistance at 32,870 to 32,920. We said we needed to see a sustained break below 32,225 to 32,300 to open up moves lower. So let's go and have a look at the Dow yesterday. Okay, so as you can see on the Dow Jones, we opened up here, we got this really strong push down, we just missed our support zone around there. We did take that liquidity out, so maybe this zone was just a little bit off yesterday, maybe it had to be that little bit higher. We had that London low there, which would have then taken out the liquidity and then pushed higher, and if that zone had been slightly higher, then this would have been a valid trade. So maybe the zone was a little bit off yesterday. Maybe it needs to be slightly high. We'll have a look at that this afternoon to recap for this afternoon's reports and this afternoon's session. And then we pushed up and we just failed to make that zone above. So no setups there on the Dow Jones. Was quite choppy around this middle zone here. So again, this is why we need to make sure that we only trade from those zones that we recognize from the higher time frame context to give us the best and most high probability trade setup. So this trade potentially could have been a good trade if we had this zone slightly higher. So we'll look at potentially adjusting that zone. But yeah, other than that, nothing really to report on the Dow yesterday. So really and truly, it was only that one really nice trade on the S&P from yesterday's session. I hope you found this useful, and I'll speak to you again later. Cheers.